be a daunting experience for an up-and-coming actor to share the screen with seasoned stars, but Madhushan Singh proved his mettle in keeping up with the Kandasamys. It can't be easy for someone who strikes you as being so modest to step into the public eye, so we wondered how he manages it. Now it's time to get some answers.
In keeping up with the Kandasamys, Madhushan played a contemporary Romeo to Mishka Partipal's Juliet, and the loving young couple had to stay one step ahead of their squabbling mothers while finding their way to happy ending. Fortunately, there's no Mrs. Kandasamy chasing Madhushan in real life, but most mornings his passion for fitness has him pounding the pavements of the Durban beachfront.
I am super lucky today to meet someone as crazy as I am to love dawn runs, and that lovable nutcase is Madhushan Singh. Oh yeah! Oh, whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
How you doing?
Good, Madhushan. What inspires you to get out here so early in the morning?
I think it's just the scenery. I mean, it's so beautiful to run in Durban, and of course, it's so quiet in the mornings. And also, I'm a big gym fanatic, so you're gonna have to accompany me to gym today.
You don't have to ask twice. Let's get
go.
out of here.
Madhushan began paying serious attention to gym work when he was about 23 years old. At that point, he weighed only 45 kilograms, and he was keen to build up some muscle mass.
This place is super awesome. It must be so cool working out in a space like this.
It is. I mean, one of the nicest things about training and being healthy and keeping fit is it keeps your mind balanced. And when you have a space like this where you get to just focus on yourself and build your body, your mind, and everything just comes together.
What keeps you going between projects, and where do you find the discipline?
One of the things that I decided to do at a much younger age was to incorporate a healthy lifestyle, not just working out in a gym. It became a part of me, it became a part of my identity. As much as acting, reading, this became something that I focused on, and I wanted to get a physique that's worked for me.
When you're busy with an acting project, do you ever really switch off, or do you live in your character every single day, 24 hours a day?
One of the things that I learned is to keep in character when you're on set, when you're off set. It kind of makes it easier to identify with him. And one of the things I like doing is to bring myself into a character. Because a character sounds amazing on a page, but it's your job as an actor to bring it to life and for the viewers to understand and appreciate the person that you are on screen.
When did you become seriously interested in acting as a career?
From a very young age, I used to watch these actors, larger-than-life characters on screen. And I used to fall in love with them and try to remember as much as possible about the film. And I had a memory for dialogue. So I would be watching these movies, and a week later, 2 weeks later, a year later, I'd say, hey Mom, remember in that scene they did certain things? And she'd be completely confused, like, well, what is going on here? And when I got to about 16, I started theatre and stage productions. And then from there, I auditioned for a movie in 2009 called White Gold. And that's actually when the whole career in movies kind of catapulted.
We were four friends, best of friends, living in our India, in a typical rural village. Chasing chickens, chasing each other. And falling in love.
How did your role in White Gold come about?
I auditioned for White Gold in 2009 at the Playhouse, and it was my first audition, my first actual movie audition. So I got there, I was very nervous, and I met the director, I met the writers, and we did the screen test, and I remember just like smiling. I literally just said hi, and I just froze. But it was really nice, and then 4 months passed and we didn't hear anything, so we just assumed, the role had gotten on. And then I got a call in, I think it was January or February, to come through for a callback. At that time as well, I didn't really understand what the purpose of a callback was. And I met a group of guys, and we all had a scene to put together. And years later now, so it was about 7, 8 years, those guys are still really my best friends in the industry. One of the nice things about the movie is it was important for us to tell our story. And I think it's something South Africa needs to explore more, is about putting our stories out there.
You're an extremely busy man. What do you do to relax and unwind?
Well, this is my space, so come join me for a quick workout.
Of course I will.
For more than 2 years, Madhushan has spent an hour in the gym every day, combining a whole body workout for strength with training that's focused more on stamina. Zaki may have hoped that he'd cut her some slack, but it wasn't going to happen.
How many more?
One more.
Woo!
There you go.
The burn.
For now.
For now.
Done for now.
You're a slave driver. Then came Keeping Up with the Kandasamys. How did you feel when you found out you got the role?
This was obviously an opportunity of a lifetime. When I got the call that I had landed the role of Prashen, I was so ecstatic because I got to breathe life into this character. And I knew from the outset when I read the script and went through the audition process, I knew that I would be the best for this role.
This was Madhushan's third movie in which he played a role opposite Mishka Partipal. And the two young stars were able to generate convincing on-screen chemistry as a couple falling in love and facing maternal opposition.
Our mothers will make our lives a nightmare.
What made the movie so special for you and the audience?
Our characters were so beautifully written that everybody could identify with them. And I think that's what made it so beautiful, because these are characters that are larger than life on celluloid, but at the same time so relatable to the average viewer.
What did you take away from the experience?
We got to celebrate the lives of the modern age Indian community. And for me, that was, the nice thing. We got to give back to a community that has faced so many hardships and so many trials and tribulations, and to showcase them in a beautiful way, in a wonderful way, in a modern way, and not make fun of anyone.
You are fluent in Hindi. Any ambitions of going to Bollywood?
No, not anytime. So I'd like to grow our industry, and Zaki, I'll be very honest with you. Being an actor means pushing yourself, striving for success in being different characters and portraying different roles. And I'd like to push that in South Africa first before venturing off to another country and trying to explore what I could be exploring here. And of course, if I get a role that's a once in a lifetime, I would come and say, "Bade bade deshon mein aisi choti choti baatein hoti rehti hai."
Madhushan, it was amazing spending the morning with you.
So you walked with me in the morning, you trained with me, but it's now time to feed the muscles. So let's get something to eat.
Feed the monster!
Yeah!
Madhushan, what advice do you have for aspiring actors out there?
Just work hard, but do good work. Do work that you can be proud of. We always talk about taking the industry forward, and we want people to believe in us that we can take their stories forward. We have such a vibrant culture. Let's put it on celluloid, let's celebrate it, and let's make the South African film industry a great one.